Let's get busy today, y'all. Drop it like we ain't drop it before, man. Seriously.
Shalom. We'll start off with the trumpet as usual. Look, it's not as easy as you think. What? Yeah. All right.
I got it. Listen, I'm gonna do it like this. Try something different. Instead of the trumpet, get off this side. Because we raise our voices like a trumpet. Right? So I'm gonna do this. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Racham Wadash. Double honors to the apostle, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, tells the truth. Honors, citations to the elect, to the men that died on the work of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, to the son of us first. To the men, women, and children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son. The Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai, he is the deliverer. He's come to deliver us out of this captivity that we're in. All right, it's the Church of Philadelphia, once again on the highways and hedges. You know, prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. And more, and day by day, you start to see who the wicked are. You are, well, who the righteous are. But you probably don't see that yet. But you're starting to see more and more who the wicked are. A lot of people are starting to, take heed, listen, and see. But it's up to the Lord to give you that knowledge, man, that understanding. You know, but we all men in the flesh, man. We all see things in our certain walks. Like me and the brothers, man, we all, at the camp we separate, man. We go out different places, but the Lord always had the spirit. Lord's willing, we be a part of that number, man. The Lord is going to reveal things to you personally, man. You know? And why he does it? Because of what you heard, what you understand. It's all about your belief, man. You know? And matter of fact, I know I'm going to start off with Joel. Can you grab that scripture in Matthew? It says, as in the days of Noah, when they were drinking and giving the marriage and everything like that.
It's in Matthew 24.
24.
God. Because that's what's going on right now. I don't want to get too personal, but I know of a wedding that's going on right now, man. You know? And it's just crazy that, like, the Lord will always bring the scriptures to your front door.
And not only that, though, bro, if I may, because even when we was walking together, right? I think it was, I believe it was last night. I was thinking, where he was going to work. Well, we see the billboards that said, "Be joyful, be merry." These people, after all the food stamps, or how people started reacting to benefits being cut off, they're gonna rob stores, things like that. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which are the Biblical Israelites, which was the main ones that was making these videos about looting into these different marketplaces. But yet, once they give it back to you, now you don't hear about it. So now everything is be merry, be joyful, Christmas, buy gifts. You know what I mean? So they quickly forget about the hardship, And that was just like a milliseconds compared to the Lord. But now everything is back to normal, right? Going back to what the brother was saying. Because now they're merry hearted. Jake tend to forget things. They got short attention spans.
Hey, that was nothing but a test run anyway. Esau, Edom wanted to see the reaction, right? And now they know the 2/3 are just crash outs anyway, right? Now they know once they come down having great wrath, guess what? They're going to be going to Egypt for help. Please help us. How could you do this to us? And they will gladly accept universal basic income. They will gladly accept the MOTB. Easy. That's because the Lord put them in gross darkness. Gross darkness to people. But this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Hey, y'all, the reason why I wanted to bring this out is nobody's looking for it. Because they done heard, we've been out here for so long, teaching, talking to you, pleading with the people, man. Extending the arm of righteousness to you in a world full of wickedness, man. He extended that to you. That's not even us. That's him doing that. You know, no matter what we go through in our personal lives, we still got to come out here and fight. But you people don't understand. You don't understand what we got on the line, man. How we feel about the Lord. You got to push that aside. It's your personal feelings. It comes to this word, man.
Hey, well, these people, especially again, starting with these 2/3, they've been full of just evil pride. That's why they mock and scoff at men of the Lord, and call us all types of Power Rangers and y'all hate group and y'all this and y'all that. Hey, that mocking and scoffing, them days is going to be over. Then shall they know that a prophet has been among them.
That's right.
It says 38. For as in the days that were before the flood,
That the days that was before the flood. No, he right here. Well, this flood right here, that's how righteous Yahweh Bashim is. Right? Because he told you, I will never do this again.
Right.
Leading up, like Genesis, man, leading up until it, like, from all the wickedness to them. So he was like, I gotta wipe this place out. But he still said he never will do away with this earth, man. Never. And that's proof right there that he's never going to do away with this planet, man. But he's going to give it back to its rightful owners. You know, he's not going to completely destroy it. That's why he flooded it out the first time. Now we're coming into the second Exodus, the second destruction, the second death, if you will. And that's what it is. Because he's like, damn, these niggas got so wicked. And yo, this part 2. That's how you had 2 temples, right? The third temple is coming.
That's right.
Which the third temple is right here in front of your face, but you don't even see it.
Right.
Because the Lord said he put his men right in front of your face. That's like he put his son right in front of your face and he denied him. And all he was trying to do was teach you the truth.
Right. And if I may, that's why when Yahweh Shah was on the scene, he said, they shall not be left here one stone. You know, and they looked at him like a rebel, just like how they look at us like rebels. And they come up with these new names like extremists, you know, or the T word. You know what I mean? But this is the temple. You know, when 2, 3 gathered there, he is in the midst. Right? We're the lively stones, as Yahweh Shah was talking about. You know? Because I was going into, I was doing a little research on it or whatever. But you got to see all the temples that they built. After everything they conquered, Esau, Edom, right? The Amalekites, you know, the Shmuhites, where they destroyed our, you know, traditions and temples and whatnot, going back to the Romans and the Greeks. Right now they want to build their own temple, which is polluted. Right? So we can't go to their temples because it's unclean. You know, they're actually profane. So they can't come to us because that's why the Lord said, casting out your pearls upon swine.
When you go into the world profane, it means outside of the temple.
Right, exactly.
That's what it means.
Yeah. You know, so they're outside. So that shows you right there that the heathens can't be saved. You know, with these Genesis people talking about. You know, that's the topic of the week lately. You know, all nations, which I got like 2 parts of the lesson on.
Oh, no, thank you.
But, you know, hey, man.
it says, verse 38, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
And that's what they're doing right now, man. Drinking, marrying. They're in that mirth type of state, or that mirth type of spirit. When the Lord is really taking away the mirth from this earth, you can see it. A lot of things are shutting down here, right? The jobs. And it's constantly coming on. Even though these people, they be like, oh, it's this season, it's that season. No, the Lord is really taking it away. You know, slowly but surely. And he's doing it through what? His sword. What was his sword? Esau. That's who he created to set the standard in their kingdom. That's what they have to live by. And and God damn it, that's what they're doing. You know, it's all about prophecy. The spirit of the Lord, the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Shai, the spirit of prophecy, and everything. And what part of the prophecy that you fall on? Listen, man, that's up to him. You can go back into a different time, like Haman, man. Which we mentioned that a lot. You go back to Haman. He was a part of the prophecy in his time. Why? Because he thought he was going to take down Israel. But you didn't. Everything that you created for yourself, and that shows the destruction of Esau, his mindset. You know? Because what he devised the device to try to get you out of here, but it got him out of here and his whole family. The same way that they're devising these missiles and all of that. There's nothing new under the sun, man. All you got to do is just read and go through history, which we constantly telling you, man. Constantly. We always out here on the highways and just telling you the same message. It never changes. It never changed from generations, man. That's why we brought this scripture out in Matthew the 24th chapter. As in the days of Noah. But you don't even understand that you're a part of prophecy. Oh, that was the Bible days. Well, you're still living them, man.
Right.
Which will prove it to you. You got it, brother.
Yeah.
The shot.
It says, and knew not until the flood came.
See that they didn't know until the flood came. So y'all ain't going to know until y'all see the nukes up in the air.
Right.
Then you go and be like, oh, shit. They wasn't lying. They wasn't lying. They told the truth.
Yeah, it's going to be a bonfire.
That's right, yo.
More fire
Right,
on this place, right?
That's right.
And hey, just think about what society is the wickedest society on this earth. It's right here in Babylon, aka America, the most wicked. And where do our people want to flock to? Babylon, aka America. That's why 2/3 over here on this side gone.
That's right. You're perish.
Right,
Yeah.
that's why it's referred to as the ends of the earth. Because, that's spiritual. Because why? This is going to be the end
Right.
of the earth, you know?
Yeah. The end of their society, the end of their rule.
That's right. That's right.
It says, then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken, and the other left.
That's right. So it's going to be two. So somebody, and then you can get. You're going to have somebody that's going to escape. Somebody going to be caught up in escape. That's the coming. Let's go. This thing that we're talking about is right around the corner. Because here we are. What's today's date? And I don't even think I put the
22nd, I believe.
22nd. Yeah, no. Yeah. Because it's the 22nd. Yup. It's the 22nd. So we're in 22nd of November, right? The end of the month. So we got December coming up, then January. That's the new year. So the Lord did the rest of this year, you better enjoy it, you goddamn devils with your holidays and all that. And even with that, they're not even the same like they used to be.
Right.
Because the Lord is taking a lot of stuff out this place. You know, I was in I was sitting in the place yesterday, and they had the Christmas music playing. I'm just listening to it like, damn, reminiscing like, damn, yo, you know what? It was a time when I was in the world like, yo, you really thought this was the most greatest time of the year. It's not. You know? So the Lord had to put the spirit on you to take you up out of that, man. But these people still want that mirth. They still want that feeling. Like, oh, it's great. Oh, my children, and this love. Y'all about to die, man. Let's celebrate that bullshit, man. You know?
Right. And that's righteous judgment.
And it goes back to y'all, your pagan holidays, which we've been telling you about so many times. How long is the Lord going to hold his tongue from your wickedness, man? How long is he going to keep this place running? It got an expiration date. It's like you put something on the shelf. This place was put on the shelf and it's bought out and it has an expiration date. It has a time to run. You know? It's like all things in creation. But after this one, after this kingdom right here, the kingdom to come, it has no expiration date. You know? It's a world without end, man. You know? And you start to see like all the people out here. They like, how the fuck can you say that this society is great when you go into the most richest places and these people got all this fucking money, but do they look out for the poor? No, they just laugh at them and scoff at them, man. Step on them like AI did the boy Lou in the fucking game, the Sixers game back in the first fucking the series with Kobe Bryant on it. That's how they look at the poor, but the Lord is really about the poor, man. The brokenhearted, man. The contrite spirit, man. Until you Israelites, start with the elect. And our people so messed up, they don't even know why they going through it.
Right.
When we sit out here and tell you the reason why. Just like the brother said, I think that this shall you know was a prophet among you, man.
Right.
No, keep on, brother.
Oh,
Joel 2.
It says, then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken, and the other left. 2 women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken, and the other left.
And I remember a dude when I first coming in, and they was talking about that. And somebody, it was a dude that tried to say it was 2 women humping on each other. I said, bro, you don't got no understanding. Because you can clearly tell somebody like, yo, I'm out here grinding. So you got a perverse mind, man.
Yeah, that's just a demon.
Cut. Keep going, brother. It's a lot of separation coming.
Right.
Believe that. You know, because it's going to come from the ones who truly believe to the ones that were just faking the funk.
Hey, and that's what I'm
going to deal with their ass.
Hey, I brought that out this morning. That's crazy. Like the exact same thing you just said. That's the spirit.
Right.
And the bottom line is, it's that simple. You guys is trying to cause confusion.
That's right.
What I mean, brother, is they're going to be saved, the salvation for the plantation. Hey, listen, there's going to be salvation for the Israelites and judgment for everybody else. It's just that simple.
Exactly, because there's a separation of what salvation is talking about.
Right.
You know?
Stop trying to act like you're going deep.
Salvation is to those that was given the covenant.
Yeah.
The Lord didn't give the covenant to the whole world, to all nations.
Yeah, is Yahweh Shema Shai delivering everybody? Anybody can be delivered? No, stupid.
So let's talk about
right
when it says that, right?
If that's the case, why would they be slaves?
How merciful is the Lord? Right? He saved 7 souls. Beautiful, and I got it right, man.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
I know what you're talking about.
Right.
They wicked as hell.
Off as hell. Yeah. It says, watch therefore, for ye know not what hour Yahweh Bashim Shai doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
That's right. See that? So it said, at what hour? That's the point. And which hour that he was going to come. If you know when the thief is coming, you'll be prepared. That's why you're always supposed to be ready so you don't got to get ready. So you niggas are like them niggas Genesis. And that's funny because I got the world of Genesis right here. You know, they talking about the beginning. So they're trying to make a new doctrine. And then you got the name Genesis, which means the beginning. So you're the beginning of bullshit.
Yeah. And trying to go deep. And now you causing nothing but confusion.
And you ain't even the beginning of it, but hey man, y'all got that same doctrine as King. Same doctrine as fucking serpent. That's who you ride with. That was the beginning. That serpent in the fucking field. Everybody can make it. That's bullshit. There's time and time. Matter of fact, you know what?
That's that double tongue.
Right.
You know?
Hey, and as the brothers getting this scripture was talking about, you know, hey, if you're looking at somebody, what they gonna do? They're gonna sit straight up, right? They're gonna be on their best behavior. But when you're not looking at them, now they can show their true character, their true nature, right? And who they are. So that's why the Lord said, hey, if you was watching, you'd be watching.
Maybe Psalm 52:6.
You No?
I'm gonna read this right here. Because check it out. It says kings, princes, or rulers is coming out of this book. I bought this in the market. A good buy. You see that, John, bro?
Con.
Right.
Yep.
Good buy at the market. And then, yo, even this book knows, man, that and it's telling the truth. For you niggas that's talking crazy. And this who the sons of God are, because it tells you. Well, we ain't getting into it, you know? Because before we were called Israelites, we was called the son of God. And all y'all niggas always try to make up new shit.
Right.
Well, yeah, before the Israelites, we was like, come on, we just told you.
Right.
You know? And Esau always try to get, like, always try to make it seem like we're not the people, man.
Right.
Always trying to lump themselves into it. So if that was the case, though, if we're in oppression, y'all got us in oppression, how the fuck is you gonna make it and you will get kingdom?
Right.
Check it out. It says,
Because if they was the people, the scriptures clearly say there shall be no war no more.
check this out.
Right.
You about to head to World War III.
Yeah.
That's what John said.
Wars all over the world.
Check this out. Just to prove this point.
Come.
It said, godly men, it says, these sons of God, the Most High, are the descendants of who? Seth. Instead of the murderer Cain, who killed his brother Abel. Abraham, and it says the Jews, came from Seth's family. And the Bible calls it says the Jews, but we know who they are. People, God's children. See that? They call the Jewish people God's children, but they're trying to throw the Jews, but it's the Israelites. Now,
Right.
God's children, this is what Yahweh Shem says, Israel is my firstborn. Going to Exodus chapter 4 and 22, man.
Hey.
It says Israel is his firstborn. So all you other nations that's not tied into that bloodline, the hell with you, because you got the Dukes of Edom and you got all that. That's your bloodline. But we have records on that, man. Just like y'all got records on us, we got records on y'all, and it's written in the book, man. So who the hell you think you fooling?
Hey, and Yahweh Shai is mocking them too because they always go with just the one tribe, right? And they don't even know that. You talking about Judah, right, as that one tribe. You know, you can go into Benjamin and Levi as part of that too, but you don't even understand that the Israelites have other tribes, you know? So, hey, the Lord has mocked and scoffed you, and the fact of the matter is, that's just one point that proves them liars to be liars. They never talk about the Northern Kingdom, right? Because they're not the people.
Right.
It's that simple too. What do you want in Psalms 82?
6.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 6. I have said, ye are gods.
Right, so what's that mean? And Yahweh Shah told you that too. He said, doesn't it say in your scriptures, in your books, that ye are gods? That's why Yahweh Shah so decent. The word was in Yahweh Shah. He is the word, man.
That's right.
He's the word that was brought down here in the flesh to teach us. And from him being the word, y'all wrote the scriptures about him, man. The scriptures were written about him. Every encounter, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, every prophet was talking about him.
Hey, from
the one to come,
the
one to take this place down, man.
That's right.
Hey, and from the so-called Old Testament, it was written of him, right? Just not in what you call the so-called New Testament. And when Yahweh Shah was on the scene, he spoke from the Old Testament. He's speaking about this verse when he said that. right? It says, I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
That's right. All of you are children of the Most High. Was it talking about all nations? Nope. Talking about who he said, ye are gods, man. Ye are powers.
That's right.
And who he's talking to is elect, because they had part to do with forming this place, with creating. Because Yahweh gave the blueprint to Yahweh Shah. And through that, Yahweh Shah, yo, you got this job, you got this job, you got just like we all got jobs, we all a body. We all got this, all members of the body. We all got jobs, we all got tasks. It's like when we get in the kingdom, the same thing. It's nothing new. You got an office to be in, and you got to fulfill your office. And that's what you're going to do because you don't got no choice. Just like an organ in the body, it has no choice but to do what it's supposed to do.
Right.
God.
I got a precept if you got more on that.
I think that should be.
Yeah, it's
I
on
want
that.
that Joel too.
God, I got Joel right here. Where was precept?
I'll tell you about it. Because why would the scripture say, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity? That's in the last book, the book of Revelation. That's the last book. That was the last prophet to say that. When you go into chronological order of all the captivities that these people were in, all these heathens, they're going to go into captivity. Over who? I mean, under who? The Israelites. It's very much that simple. You know? So if they really don't understand, they either took the bag.
Right.
It's one or the other. But I got a precept real quick. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 8. It says, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. It's like it. Verse 9, it says, for the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. Of his inheritance. Let me read it again. Deuteronomy 32 and 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, showing a separation. Right? It says when he separated, a separation of who? The sons of Adam. Oh, we all came from Adam. Yes, we did. But there was a separation. Just like with Jacob and Esau. Oh, they came from the same womb. Yeah, they did, but the key words was two nations. Two separate nations. Right? So it says, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord's portion is his people. A possessive pronoun.
Right.
His people. Who's that? The 12 tribes. So-called Negroes and them people like to use the because they spoke different languages because we were scattered to the four corners of the earth. It tells you that in the book of Revelation when it says 12,000 out of each tribe speaking different tongues.
Right.
You know, they were speaking different languages because they was amongst the heathen. That don't mean they were heathens. You're not of the land you was born in. You know?
Yeah, it's a bloodline. Nothing to do with where you are.
Right. So it says, he set the bound of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord's portion is his people. His people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
That's right.
Did not the scripture say, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I shall punish you for all your iniquity. You know? Because what? All these other nations, these heathenistic nations, they have their lands. They have their flourishing. You know?
And they've never been part of the covenant.
Right.
So what are you talking about?
Exactly.
What these young boys say? What are you talking about, kid? You know? Like, come on. This is simple. This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
Right. That's why we start off with this. This is actually the real trouble right here with the trumpet. Because we see all the danger. That's why brothers be doing videos and current events, man. Stand up on top of it. Because you see the danger coming, you gotta warn your people. They're not being warned with these holidays coming up. They're being comfortable. That's like a nigga in a hospice. You just give him something to keep him comfortable until he fucking die.
Yeah, give them that morphine, right?
Right.
Put them to sleep, keep them asleep.
Exactly.
That's what the Christian churches do.
That's all they doing down there in Kensington.
Right.
Matter of fact, you know what? You got a new drug over there in Sierra Leone, the western coast of Africa called Kush. And them niggas over there in Sierra Leone look just like the motherfuckers on Kensington, man. Swords and all that from that goddamn drug. And it's spread. It looks like weed, but they got fucking human bones mixed in that shit. And you niggas is Israelites. So this thing is worldwide, man. The Lord ain't playing with you. Wherever you was scattered at, you're going to catch them curses, man. Give a fuck what you think you got out of, man. Just like Babylon. Y'all niggas want to be like Babylon, you're going to get the same thing as Babylon. That's why it says, woe to you that run in Egypt for help. And the niggas over there, them goddamn niggas, they the same like over here, man. That's why the Lord about to come back and annihilate this place. The whole, all four corners of the earth, man. But this right here is the major destruction, because look at the poison and the cancer that it sends off to the whole globe, man.
Right. It's cancer.
And that shit comes from fucking the UK, man. The United Kingdom. It's not this the United States. They all in cahoots. But who's running those places? And a lot of those UK people, they Benjamites, man. The Benjamites, man. You got the Levites. It's the Southern Kingdom, man. It's over there that speak like that.
Hey, you see what Yahweh Shah did to Jamaica? One Yum over there. What was that, 2-3 weeks ago? Ripped through that with that hurt.
Oh, yeah, we got it, yeah.
Ripped through it.
Damn, that's how,
A lot of controversy with this police.
Yeah.
But you ain't going to keep. Those are part of the plagues that was written. Well, not even written. It got you smoking fucking human bones. It's fucking crazy, man. That's how bugged out you niggas is, man. And they look just like the people, man. The swords and all that. Even going to San Francisco, Philadelphia, wherever you go at, man. With Jake at. You don't think Esau got to pay for that, man? Stop. That's the punishment too.
Hey, that's
punishment
why.
of Babylon.
Hey, that's why the Lord said you're gonna start at his house.
That's why you niggas is fucked up.
Jack
From worldwide.
Yeah.
You want to be famous? Well, now you're famous. There you go. Got your 15 minutes of fame. All the fucking holes in your body.
All you gotta do is look at what people are most looked down upon. You so-called Negroes, you so-called Latinos, you so-called Native Americans. They lump us all together and has done every wicked thing possible to our people. Right? It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
Sound the alarm, that's what we're doing. Like that song, ring the alarm, Zion is crying.
Whoa, hey.
And they already mentioned Zion, man.
Yeah.
You know? That's a top choice, man.
Right.
And why, matter of fact, why is Judah the top choice? He had compassion on Joseph, man. That mercy he showed, man. And guess what? Yahweh Shah came out of that same tribe. So look at the mercy that he had. Malak Dawad came out that same tribe. Look at the mercy he had. You know?
Yeah,
Levi's a loose cannon. But you gotta understand, like what he did. I think it was Levi and Simeon that went and killed that Hamite that raped his sister Dina.
Yeah.
They lost it. They said, fuck that. And y'all, me personally, I can't follow.
That's why Levi got that voodoo spirit.
Exactly.
You know? Hey, because Judah was the fourth son, right?
That's right. Fourth.
So the Lord is,
Fourth, mercy.
Yep.
The Lord ain't giving that for no reason, man.
Right. It all lines up.
Come on, man. Everything is calculated when it comes to Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. Ba'Shem Arakaha Kodash, man. Come on, man. He sets up things for a reason.
Yeah. And who your number one athletes? Judah. Who your number one singers? Judah. Who the number one entertainers? Judah.
Then you got, Michael Jackson was a Gadite. All the Israelites, man.
Yeah.
Because Gadites is warriors, man. You know? They was out there doing, man, they was fucking shit up. They always try to do this, like, man, Israel as a whole, man.
Yeah.
Somebody, we're people, man. We're a nation. They think they just got regular average Jews locked in captivity. No, you don't, man.
You got kings, queens,
Come on,
princes, and
But
princesses.
hey, but does it not say Jacob is the form of all things,
All right.
which is Israel? These heathens are established over us.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, easy. That's why they take our bodies and our intellectual property.
Exactly. They study us.
Yeah.
They bring us in. They study like how we, then they steal it. The traditions,
Right.
the religions, the science, whatever you name it. You know, they even want to take our fucking money.
Some sick
You know?
people.
That's why they eat.
Yeah, drink your blood. Right?
They
Yeah.
did that from the Passover.
Yeah.
When Yahweh said, eat this, drink this in my blood.
Right.
They took that literally. They're metaphorical people. That's why I said, why? Metaphors.
Hey, they're savages anyway. They that's what they do. They're savage, man. It says for the I'll start at the top again. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble.
That's right.
For the day of Yahweh Bashim Shai cometh,
That's right.
for it is nigh at hand.
See that? Yo, that's what we're telling you. Now you got that whole AI tech, John. They're talking about. What do you think that is, man? They're keeping an eye on. They're keeping an eye in the sky. Why are they keeping an eye? Not just that. They're not just keeping an eye in the sky. They're keeping an eye on you Israelites because they want
Right.
to elect.
Right,
That's what they're searching for. Because they can't fuck with that up there
right.
at all. But they think that they can fuck with you because you're in flesh. The only way you're protected, Yahweh Shina Shai, Bashima Rakakadas got to be on your side.
Oh, they want us dead right now. with this message going worldwide, they want to stop it immediately. Not immediately, immediately.
The blood that they want is going to be the bloodshed of them. Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Right.
We want our blood, but your blood is going to shed. The scriptures tell you, since you love blood so much,
Right.
guess what? Yours is going to shed. That's the only good to make this thing.
Hey, that's what I say.
So we ain't going to be the ones to do it.
Right.
So don't get that twisted.
Yeah.
Don't get that twisted. So don't try to put words in our mouth. Oh, they're rebels. We ain't there. We're rebels against your fucking your society, man. But we ain't going out there committing no crimes.
Nope.
We're allowed to speak. We're allowed to talk. And we're going to talk. We're going to tell you the truth.
Until the Lord shuts our mouths up.
That's right.
But hey, like the brother said, hey, this land can't be cleansed except by the blood that that shed our blood.
That's right.
You know, that's point blank period. Yeah.
How did they conquer this land?
Yeah.
Through rape, rob, and murder.
Right.
You read that in the book of what? John 10 and 10. The thief cometh not but to what? To rob, steal, and kill.
Kill and destroy.
Really paraphrasing.
Yeah.
Who is the thief? You know, who is the first murderer? You know, go back to Cain. In Genesis. Bringing up that word. The beginning. Right? So Abel represented us. You know, he plead to the Lord. Just like Jacob, all our forefathers plead to the Lord.
Hey, we doing it right now on this earth.
Throughout
Sighing and crying.
Throughout the different captivities that our people was in. Case in point, like the brother mentioned with Haman, with Mordecai, and we was under the Roman king. We were supposed to be exterminated. Why? Because we were praising the Lord. But the king felt some type of way because of his Haman putting lies like a snake. Just like now with these politicians.
Right.
You know, during the Herodian dynasty, what they said, a governor shall rule over his people. But he looked at it like, nigga, I'm the king, right? But they didn't understand that it's a generational thing, you know. But hey man, the people that's in captivity, because the scriptures say, that the last shall be first and the first shall be last. You know? So I got a quick precept. You can break it down on me. The Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 24. It says, nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it.
And hey, what's envy mean? That's wanting to be like, right? That's having a jealous spirit. And what did our people do? Hey, and what do they do right now? We're part of every other religion, every other culture, every other people, and try to be like them and envy them and want to be where they are, right? Especially, like I said, you 2/3, when I put that video out, you 2/3 got the pride of the sons of the wicked. And you just eat off the crumbs off of his table. And you think you're doing something because you got that envious spirit. Rather than being who you are, which are the Israelites, you want to be everybody else and everything else.
And you know what's spiritual about that? Because in the book of, in the Apocrypha, it says what? The Lord set up a God for every other nation.
Right.
So what? You have the Chinese, the Japanese, the Amalekites. I mean, you know, you got Ishmaelites.
Right.
All their gods that they worship looks like them, right? But when it comes to the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, our God looks like a heathen. So that shows a separation, you know?
And also,
That's
the spirit.
man.
That's the spirit.
And
they all look like the motherfucking nation.
Yeah.
That's why we read what we read. The Lord set a proportion in Deuteronomy 13.
My brother said it. He said, this supposed to be our God.
Right.
Caesar Bouzet, it looks like a fucking heathen. Man.
Because why? Because psychologically and spiritually, why you think everybody want to look like Esau? Because they think that's the beauty of the earth.
Right.
Through the billboards, through the movies, through the television, through their ways of their philosophies, their fashion.
Hey, through the scriptures. They call him Jesus Christ, right? He's the Christ. He's the Savior. That's what they point him to, right?
That nigga's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's who Jesus Christ is.
Yeah.
A piece of shit.
And meanwhile, our people, though, they go into all these other people's religions. What was that? About a year ago, we saw a dude that thought he was a Buddhist monk. You know? You got people that think they Hindu, and they are people. You know? Remember we saw that dude, maybe it was 2 years ago, that was a Buddhist monk walking on Broad Street, brother. Remember that dude? Yeah. Like yeah. Right.
Dumbass long hair and shit.
Yeah.
Big dumbass
Yo,
hair.
man, I said we just want to be everything.
Want to be like everybody else.
Yeah. Muslim, right?
But guess what? The reason why, because we were spread on 4 corners of the earth. So wherever you at, you know what I'm saying? That's what you want to think you are.
Right, exactly.
You know? They come up like that. Just like when we was in Greece, they found all the gods of the Greeks, man.
Yep.
All the gods of the world. That's why Jeremiah got on your ass, man.
Yeah.
Every prophet got on everybody's ass that worship idols, man.
Right.
They're talking about our people. And in the book of Hosea, when you go through that, Hosea was getting on you Ephraimites, Northern Kingdom, man. He's all heavy into that shit, man. Worshiping fucking idols, man. When the Lord created all this. And y'all give them the credit.
What do they have? Santa Maria, whatever, all that other bullshit they be. Man,
That's why
idols
when you
is
talk to
crazy.
these Muslim niggas, they try to come off like that. Oh yeah, God, he created. What God are you talking about, man?
Right.
And when I talk to people, I just talk, and they always expose themselves. Well, you know, I'm Muslim. I never told you what I was. You expose your own hand. Fucking dickheads, man.
Right.
Teach all niggas.
During the time of Moses, what they did, they built the calf.
Right.
But they lost patience.
Yeah.
You know, that was their God at that time. While Moses was actually talking to the real God, getting the laws, statutes, and commandments to guide you. But y'all lost patience, so y'all was misguided.
Yeah, Jake can't wait for nothing.
You know?
Second Chronicles 36.
That's why it says in the book of Psalms, it refers to our people where it says, I believe it was Psalms 106, where it says what? They have learned their works. Our people have learned the works of the heathens,
Right.
of the captivities of the lands that they were subjugated under.
Yeah.
Because it starts with the children. And then throughout generations is a buildup. You see? So now that's why the Lord always sends his men at the latter days of every captivity. The latter days is really now, but also truthful, the latter days of the end of that captivity. Because the prophets wasn't set in the beginning, but it is the end of a thing. So right before the destruction of that captivity, the Lord sent a warning. Yo, here, I'm gonna send my men out. You know? Just like now. So real quick, I'm gonna get this like that. You know, we got the word.
I get it.
Oh, sorry. But it says envy. Because they envy us. They want what we have. Because what they lost the covenant, and that's the whole point. They want that Lord, that promise that the Lord took away from them. Going back to what was it? Jacob and Esau, right? So it says, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 24. It says, nevertheless, through our envy of the devil, right? It says, nevertheless, through our envy of the devil came death. Through our envy of the devil came death. Does not our people envy everything now? And it brings what? Death upon it.
Jealous. Envy goes into jealousy.
Yeah, put that out.
Right? It
So
says,
envy, late 13th century.
it says, unto the world, and they that do hold of his side do find.
Yeah.
The word envy with the brother wonder just means jealousy, problem. In fact, Joe had that album. I think it was his first one, Jealous One's Envy. That's it. It's jealousy. He told you the meaning of that in that album, Jealous One's Envy. And he thought he was being deep with that shit. All he did was give it a definition, right? It says Spanish, envidia, Portuguese, from envidious, envious, having hatred, ill will, and that's what your enemies have against you. They got hatred, they got ill will to you, man. You know? It says envy, hate, earlier look with malice, cast an evil eye upon. It's just they just jealous. That's all it is, man.
Yep.
And I always say they hate us because they hate us.
That's right.
They want to be in your position. That's what envy means, right? And that's why our people, when they envy the devil, is because they want to be just like them, right?
Yeah, that's matter of fact. Are we on that topic? Can you grab that brother? Because they're envious of the prophets. Why are they envious of the prophets? I'm talking about men, like Genesis and all that. Yo, you don't want to live with prophets like that. I promise you. It's lonely. You're alone, man. But really, you're not alone. You're talking to the Lord. But when you, like, as a man in the flesh, you see all these people out here, you want something, man. You want a family, you want this, you want that, but your family is the men that do the work, man. That's what Yahweh Shah told you. And he was on a mission. Because you got to understand, when you go on a mission, man, it ain't complete until the Lord comes back, man. The soldier, his mission is not complete until the mission's done, man. That's when you can relax. And right now, this ain't a fucking rest, man. That's why you niggas getting comfortable. We're going to change up the doctrines and all that, man. That's crazy. And guess what? You got set up, man. That's your question, sir? No, real question. Real question.
No, I'm good.
No, you want soldier? Okay, exactly. Bitch ass nigga.
Sure.
Fuck out of here. I'm good. Fine, well, fuck with you. And I'm trying to ask you a question about heat, dog. You're a cop. So y'all got a mission. Answer the question. So you good? So fuck you. You die in the line of duty, you bitch ass nigga. The Lord got something for you, man. You don't fear nobody out here. We out here telling the truth. You a man just like we a man. You can't answer a man's question? Well, fuck you.
Right.
I ain't answering none of yours. So don't ask me shit.
God, I got a precept too for you. It says, it's the book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 28. For which of you, and this is the brother saying, hey man, you don't want to live a prophet's life. Because hey, many people won't be able to handle it.
Exactly.
So for which of you, for which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it.
That's why you see so many men fall out.
Come.
They jumped in this thing thinking, oh, this is
Right.
going to be this thing.
And they be on fire too, right?
Where they at now?
Yeah.
Where they at now? Because it wasn't inside of the word wasn't in it. For lack of better terms, I know people, oh, well, you said what? No, the word wasn't in it to begin with. They didn't have the compassion as a prophet has. That's a lot of sorrow. What he told Jeremiah, man. Was it Jeremiah? Was it Ezekiel? He eat the roll? Ezekiel.
Yeah.
Eat the whole roll. In his mouth, it was sweet.
Yeah.
That's what all these niggas see. Oh,
Yeah.
Like, and they look. And they see the apostles out there, how longevity. That longevity is the Lord, man.
Right.
That's not those men. That's the spirit of the Lord that's bestowed upon them to be able to keep coming and keep doing it.
Because it's a long distance race. This ain't no sprint.
It's a fucking
Right.
You ain't Carl Lewis.
It's a marathon.
Yeah. Right.
It's a marathon.
That's right.
And somebody like Carl Lewis can't run a marathon.
That's right.
He can run. He can run. He can run a fast one, right? Run that fast race.
Exactly. It's like that story from the heroin tortoise.
Yeah, he would last a mile in a marathon.
The tortoise was like this. One step at a time.
Right.
Yeah. Got it.
Yep.
Then your ass fell asleep. See the tortoise pass by, you want to run again. I got enough distance. Yeah, that's what he saw think.
Ain't that like
That's what a lot of you fucking niggas think.
the video you made? Slap. I was gonna say the video you made. You said one of them that lost patience.
Yeah.
Like a rabbit that, oh, I'm ahead. You think you ahead.
Right.
The Lord would give you a spirit of thinking you the head and have you fall asleep. But you know what though? Hey man, it's a build-up. It's a process. You know? Because Yahweh Shah, he didn't look at himself like that, man. You know? He had to build up the beast of the flock. You know, that needed to learn, not, you know, making merchandise or doing the fulfillment things like that. Because that's not what the doctrine is about. You know?
Hey, and that's why Basham Yahushai, he grinds up, he tests real prophets, right? He puts you through the fire of adversity. You know, all true men of the Lord got stories. Not a story, stories of losing children, so-called wives, so-called mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, you know, family members, so-called friends in this world. You know, but hey, that loss is actually for the gain. And that gain is the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of these scriptures. And beloved brothers that step with you. Second Chronicles, chapter 36, verse 16. But they mocked the messengers of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Matter of fact, start up a couple years ago. Because this is, I'm going because of this, how they despise the prophets. That's why they want to put you to death. They don't hate you. They hate the spirit that's on.
Right.
So they want to shut that spirit down, but you can never, ever do that, man. I don't give a fuck how many prophets you think you killed. It's still going to be one risen. You're going to be like that game they be playing when they be hitting the drum. Keep popping up. Yeah, that's what you're going to be playing.
Whack-a-mole.
Keep doing that. Yeah, that's what you're going to keep trying to do. Until your arm gets tired. The Lord will never get tired. Psalms 121. He never slumbers, man.
That's right.
So all that shit you doing is in vain. I don't give a fuck. What booby trap you try to throw, Esau? Who gives a flying fuck?
Did not Haman
Sis.
did not Haman set up a trap for our people? And he got caught in the same trap that he built.
Right.
You know? So hey man, there you go.
I care about y'all niggas, man.
All that they try and build for our destruction is gonna come upon their own heads.
And then you set up our own niggas, man.
God.
These fucking Greek fraternities, oh, that's for life, man. You take an oath with these people. You take that oath, you can't break it. Or something's gonna happen to you. I ain't never take none of that shit. I ain't never going to fucking college, man.
Come.
My college is right here on the fucking streets. Still in it. I ain't graduating yet. Only way I can graduate is if the Lord deliver me. That's my graduation. That's the graduation I want out this bitch.
Hey, and the real truth and the real learning is the scriptures.
That's right.
Nothing else. That's
The
going to
real
give you
college.
life.
That's the real
Yeah.
college. That's the higher learning.
Right.
Right.
For you Israelites. It ain't for every nation.
Right.
It's for you Israelites.
Because, hey, we got heathens that done read the Bible 10 times.
You don't
Up and
understand
through.
the
Yeah,
fuck
not one scripture. Can't give you one precept with an understanding of it.
My man said, at all.
There's a book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 36, verse 11. Zedekiah was 1 and 20 years old when he began to reign, and reigned 11 years in Jerusalem.
Okay.
And he did that which was evil in the sight of Yahweh, his power.
And watch. See, keep reading, brother. And that's how you know that our kings, our own people hate us, man.
Right.
That's why I'm bringing this out. Our own people hate us because of what we're bringing out.
God.
Because of the information. Because they want to live this comfortable life. I was just going to ask you about a mission, brother. Like if you do a mission, do you keep doing it until it's complete?
Mission.
Yes, like a mission. Like if you, like your officer. So if you're on a mission, you got a case or whatever. Are you going to keep?
Yeah, mission is more like, going to war or something.
All right, bro. Say if you're on a job, are you going to do it until it's complete, or you going to stop it until you're going to stop it in the middle?
Nah, you do it until it's complete.
There you go. That's all I was asking, bro. Have a good one, man.
I don't like getting too
Nah, you cool, bro. You all right? You all right, man? You all right? That's all I was asking, man.
Say, but he thought we were going to be confrontational,
No,
right?
ain't none of that.
Yeah.
Ain't none of that, man. That's it. You want to do something till it's complete. And he's a man in a uniform.
Right.
That's all I'm trying to say. Like, yo, we're out here. We're going to do our mission until it's complete, bro.
Yeah.
Same way he's going to do.
Right, because if he agrees,
And he admitted it.
Right.
that's confirmation, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Come on, man. This is a job, bro. This is a job.
Right.
You don't half-ass on this, man. Hey, yo, keep on, bro.
What you say? Ain't no
I know
ass
I cussed
stepping.
him out so slow. Came out and cool now.
There's a lot of them, they'll die for that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they signed up for.
Yup,
That's what we
the
signed
code,
up
the
for.
code. That's why
Right.
they wear that. That's why
Yeah.
they wear that fucking bags, man. When you put that joint on and all that, and that's crazy. I was talking to my cousin last night, and he's like, "Man, I could have been a cop."
Huh.
They told me don't do it. So I was like, "Yo, guys, hey man, looked out for you."
Right.
And his name is Dawad. Well, you know, I'm saying it in the Hebrew for the ones that understand it.
I got that
Name
word though,
Dawad, man.
badge.
Word.
Because what they say is a badge of honor, right?
We
Right.
wear the badge on.
We got the spiritual badge of honor.
The word badge in the etymology says choking one. It's not. Choking one to indicate the wearer's occupation,
To the wearers. He
preference,
said the wearers. Where?
the wearer's occupation, which is your job,
Like rare.
preferences,
Wearers.
etc.,
Wearers.
especially devised worn by servants of followers to indicate their
Allegiance.
allegiance. Right, because an allegiance is a group, a company, right?
They
So,
say when you do this with that word too.
so it says an
When you do
emblem.
when you pledge allegiance,
Pledge allegiance. Yeah.
that's what they tell you. Pledge
Yeah.
allegiance, you're taking a side.
Yeah.
That's what that word means. You're taking a side. You're
Yeah.
taking a side. Man.
Right,
You have an alliance with this country. That's why they tell you that in school. They teach you that. So when you leave your house, when you're a baby, they put that shit in your house. All that madness. So your people send you to school. Now you got homework. So you taking that shit back home. Your parents got to help. Your parents went to school. It's just a continuing cycle, man.
Hey.
Until the Lord breaks it, man.
Hey, and school is nothing but a distraction from this book,
Exactly.
right? From the
That's
true higher learning.
That's why they took it out to school.
Yeah, from the true higher learning.
That's an oath. You gotta take an oath
Yeah,
to be a law enforcement.
yeah.
Exactly. He got an oath to that. And like Nate,
Right.
he's one of them. So he took an oath to them. So you think he's going to keep telling you the truth? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Right.
Probably tied him with the FBI, CIA, all them niggas.
Right.
That's the ones that's giving them that fucking money. Fuck out of here.
Hey, money, full of holes. Put that money in a bag full of holes, dummy.
Right.
That's right, bro.
It says,
I say that's why we hate it. That's why we want to kill it. You got it?
right.
So the cow on people, man.
But hey, as that cop saw, we're peaceful men.
Uh-huh.
Peaceful men. He made an assumption and a judgment on his brother. He just wanted to ask him a simple question, but his ignorance. No.
You got a lot of dickheads out
Yeah.
here. That trying,
But they lump us all together. They don't want to be lumped together. You got a lot of dickhead cops out here too, right? Would he want us to lump him in that? No.
Exactly.
So that's the wickedness of this
That's a fact.
of the society.
That's the truth, bro. That's the truth.
Yeah.
That's the truth, brother.
It says
And we're not lumping them all.
Right, exactly, because you talk to him.
Fucking pig.
Right, yeah, yeah.
No, bro.
Right.
I'm talking
Yeah.
to you like a man.
right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
Disrespect.
You ain't yell and scream.
Yeah.
God.
You said, "Can I ask you a question?" You asked him too. You didn't say, "I got a question for you." No, you said, "Can I?"
Exactly.
You know?
You fucking son.
Yeah.
Shut up, bro.
It says, verse 12, and he did that which was evil in the sight of Yahweh, his power, and humbled not himself before Jeremiah, the prophet, speaking from the mouth of Yahweh.
My man, see that? My man,
The prophet speaking from the mouth of Yahweh, though.
Come on, man.
Right? We don't speak our own words, and you telling us that Paul, man, don't listen to Paul.
Yup.
Right? You bug out some of, yeah, you ain't gotta listen to Paul.
And that proves that the prophet is the mouthpiece of the
Right. What does the scripture say? It was written in old time. By who?
holy men.
Holy
That was
men.
moved by the Spirit.
Right.
That was moved by
Right.
See that? Holy men
Right.
was moved. And
Yeah.
and you know what? To prove that too,
I got a precept.
look at our ancestor Samson, which he represents, Israel too as a whole, because the elect.
Yeah.
Because guess what? That spirit hopped on him.
Right.
He felt that.
Yeah.
And in the spirit, when you turn away and you do wickedness, guess what? The spirit's going to leave. So guess what? Now you want to come back to that spirit.
Right.
You want that spirit. That spirit is mighty, man.
Right.
When you got the spirit of Yahweh, Shem Shai, Bashima Rakakodash on you, can't nobody fuck with you.
John. Hey, that's why.
your armor, man.
Hey, that's why we pray. Take not the Holy Spirit from us.
Come on now.
Right. In song. Right.
And that was what?
Because you can
King
feel
David.
Right.
feel weak at
John.
times.
Yeah.
Because King David knew it. He was in the fight.
Yeah.
So he felt that spirit.
Right, right.
Because that's the spirit of the Lord against his enemies, man.
God. Yeah.
You know? And even like us coming out here now, you feel that spirit, you like, damn, this ain't me. And you feel it, man.
Right. When
Right.
brothers talk, they be like, no, that's the spirit.
Right.
Yo, that's the spirit. That's the spirit. Because it comes on you. Sometimes you be low, sometimes you be down. And when you pray, you fast, you do, you get in talk to brothers. That spirit where 2 or 3 are gathered, there he is in the midst. That's the spirit that's in the midst of that.
Oh.
Just like in the time of the Maccabees, man, when they was going to war. They started feeling down and out. I think who was it? It wasn't Judith Maccabees. Judith Maccabees. It's the other one. But he was yeah. He was lifting them up, no, we got this. You know what I mean? Just because there's more of them don't mean we can't conquer them.
Yeah.
That, no, in Mecca, the
They
book of
said because
Maccabees,
it was more than.
when they was doing the
Joshua,
war.
yeah, Joshua did that. They said
That was, I think it was Mattathias, if I'm not mistaken.
He said it was more than. And then the angel came and showed him that he was doing something. Right? That's what it's all about.
You so
He said,
like,
'cause
it
it's
was
more
during the
than-
time of the Sabbath.
It might be more. It's
It was on
Joshua.
the Shabbat.
That's Joshua. Look that up real quick.
Huh.
God,
Just
just
to
you
make
know.
sure, man. I know it's Joshua. When he said that, it was more than, but they thought it was more than. No, then I think it was the prophet Samuel that revealed it. Not Samuel, it's not. I know the prophet made them like, yo, open their eyes so they could really see. And they saw all the
Oh
angels.
no.
Yeah, that's another
That's
story.
not. That's not it. No.
Yeah.
Because that's going into 2 Kings, the 6th chapter, where he saw the divisions of the angels. No, I'm talking about during the time of Maccabees when they went to war against the heathens on the Sabbath day.
Yeah.
But it was more of them.
Yeah.
It was more of them than us, and he had to like tell them, like, you know, give them the words of encouragement. You know, I know it wasn't Judith Maccabees. I know it was. I believe it was
Yeah, he was calling out to his fellow Judites who were zealous of the law to go to that war. Yeah.
And that's when because they was that's when the heathens coming on the Shabbat to try to conquer us and want to fight. They know he wasn't going to fight. The Mattathias was like, fuck that.
Right.
Rumbling.
Right.
Yeah, it was the Maccabean rebellion.
Yo, and the
That's
spirit
right,
got to
that's
be
right,
on you
that's right.
to do that, though. Going back to, you know, basically the Holy Spirit, the Lashua,
Remind me
you
of
know,
Elder Malcolm, man. That's his channel, the Maccabean
the
spirit.
Rakak Kodash got to be on you to do that, man. You know?
So read that some more, brother, just to finish that up. I think that's it.
God. It says, and he also rebelled against King Nebuchadnezzar, who had made him swear by power, but he stiffened his neck and hardened his heart from turning unto Yahweh, power of Israel.
Damn, that's crazy. And look, that's when we come out here and these people that don't want to hear the message and all that, we understand, yo, the Lord stiffens his neck. And it's only up to him to unstiffen it. You don't want to hear the words, that means your ears is full, they're clogged up. Only the Lord can unclog it for you to get this message to mind. You're loud. Alright? Try to bro.
It says, moreover, all the chief of the priests and the people transgressed very much after all the abominations of the heathen, and polluted the house of Yahweh, which he had hallowed in Jerusalem. And Yahweh, power of their fathers, sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place.
That's right. So look, the Lord is doing the same thing now. Going back to high priest, Rabbi Abba Bivens, you know, all the way back then, the Lord he has compassion for his people, man. And just us being on these hobbies and hedges is showing that. And the ones that's supposed to get it and have that understanding, that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is going to get it. And they're going to be the ones that come and seek knowledge and seek wisdom. The rest is going to die, man. You, your children, your family, all that is going to perish right here in Babylon. You know? And guess what? It's not, man, we don't give a shit. At the end of the day, we hope that we make it. And how we do our I'm these phrase that we do give a shit because we come out. But it's only for the elect. And if you're not a part of the elect, hey man, you're going to perish, man. Bottom line, you ain't going to make it. We've been telling you time and time and time again. So enjoy your holidays and all this bullshit because it might be your last. Before hell breaks. And we right around the corner from 2026. So guess what that's going to be? But they set everything in order in this year. So all they got to do is initiate it next year.
Yeah,
and put it into play. Just like the Corona C-19 came in one day. Changed the whole earth. bite my tongue.
That little guy.
I had to bite my
That
tongue.
little guy. Being disobedient.
Yeah. See?
Just being
Despise the message.
disobedient.
Despise the message.
Yeah.
Just what you, that's good.
Yeah.
You know what? Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna say about that Salak right here, the Handman is fan. Fuck that.
Because they've been out. Yeah, they've been out here. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know better. They definitely know better.
That was a mocker.
Yeah, they
What
yeah.
we were reading.
Con.
What are we reading?
Right.
About them mocking the prophets.
Right. Hey, that's about the hey.
Because what happened with what was that?
Elijah,
yeah.
when they mocked him.
Yeah.
Bald head. So
Yeah.
you better be careful.
Hey.
Before you get 1,000, whatever the Lord got for you.
Hey. Verse 16. But they mocked the messengers.
Come on, man. So the Lord sit there right on time.
Right. Right. Right.
His timing is perfect. His timing is go. Read that.
Right. Verse 16. But they mocked the messengers of Yahweh.
Again, bro.
But they mocked the messengers of Yahweh
Come on, man.
and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of Yahweh arose against his people till there was no remedy.
We gotta slap. Because you can't make that.
You can't make it
just
up.
happen.
You can't
No,
make it up.
And you
And
had
we-
that on deck.
And right, it was the next verse. It was the next verse. And we see these little guys all the time. We see these little guys all the time.
Because what freaking Muslim wears, bro?
Right. And has the Bible out.
They don't prophesy, man.
Right.
None of them prophesy.
Hey. And in this day and age, you know who the Israelites are. You know what we wear.
Why? Even Drewski know that shit.
Right. Hey. Hey, you know they was watching Drewski.
Them niggas.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why they coming through with that.
Right. Right.
But yo, they market themselves.
Right.
They market themselves. That's why I say I don't give a shit. Like niggas like that, fuck you.
Right.
You gonna die. You was marketed this way. Fuck you, your mother, your father, your family, your grandmother, all y'all. Fuck your bloodline until you come into the kingdom. That's how I feel.
You gotta come through you gotta come through our loins
That's
now.
right. If we the men of the Lord,
Right.
we the elect, Lord is willing to be a part of that number.
Huh.
But the Lord can say that about us. Fuck us too. Be honest. We just men in the vessel doing the job, man.
Huh. Verse
The word comes
16.
from him.
But they mocked the messengers of Yahweh
That's right.
and despised his words
That's right.
and misused his prophets.
See that they misuse us, man. Lord's willing to be them. That's all they do. They try.
Ah.
Matter of fact, they're Ecclesiasticus. Matter of fact, get that with the poor man's wisdom is despised. Ecclesiasticus, all right? And that, because they said they misuse it, they despise the words, man.
Huh.
And we're poor, but we ain't rich, man.
Yeah, what it say?
Millions of dollars, man. We don't own these buildings, man. You know, we don't got armies and all that. We're not controlling the whole earth. We're poor.
Right.
And they're above us. So what they're going to do? They're going to despise us. They're going to despise your words.
Right.
You know?
Hey, because what it say, when a rich man speak, they extol it
That's
to the
what we're about
cloud.
to get. Come on, man.
You know?
That's what I want, right?
You
there.
know?
You know, he can start a couple verses. No, I did a lesson on that this week, man. It was on my spirit, like heavy, man.
Yeah.
Like, since last camp, like last week, and I was like, damn. After we left, that popped in my mind. I was like, damn, because you got a lot of people that's on the streets that's fucked up, poor, but the knowledge that they have, it comes from them, man.
Right.
They possess, and when it goes into that when it said the poor, because that poor man, it was a big king that came, right? Mighty king came through. And he tried to overtake the city, but that poor man's knowledge saved that king.
Jump in the bed, man.
That poor man's knowledge saved that king.
Right, that's why it's not Yahweh Shai considered poor. Did not all throughout the scriptures say that he shall save the poor? The poor of what? The poor of the nations of the captivities that we are under. You know? Because we're just considered as regular. We're considered as regular publicans. Prophets, 9 to 5, under the subjection, going, you know, doing what you are doing, righteousness, taking care of your family, praying, whatever. But we don't own nothing. We don't have nothing here.
Right.
You know, we're subjugated to our generations. You know, just like Yahushua, man. And he laid down the example. You know, not like fucking the IUIC believers coming on horses, gold and riches. No, you have your kingdom.
Right.
You have your consolation. Now you're gonna go down with this kingdom.
Con.
While the poor is considered the last that shall be first real soon.
Con.
That's
Hey.
why we store up our treasures in heaven, as Yahweh told us, man. Because even that woman, and I'm it's like, yeah, you know, but even that woman that gave the last she had, because she had that faith, the 2 months, you know. But
Hey.
all the rich wasn't, they were stingy.
Yeah.
But we are representatives of that woman, so to speak. We give it everything we have. We can lose our lives. We can lose the little bit we have, our children, our wives, or whatever. While everybody want to gain. But what to gain here is really lost. Because you're losing your fucking soul.
Con. And hey, even on a carnal level, when all hell breaks loose, guess who's actually going to be all right on a carnal level? The people that's homeless now. They've been in hell. They gonna be. Yeah, they gonna know how to survive.
Story
Right.
of Lazarus.
Yeah. Right.
That's a perfect example.
Hey.
And all the dogs licking on the
Hey,
wheels of
shalom.
the
Shalom. Okay. She said shalom. Yeah. She said shalom.
Shalom.
One in the pink. Yeah.
Shalom. Shalom, sis. Shalom.
Hey.
Oh, that's the
God.
second time.
God.
Yeah.
God.
Hey, man, the spirit, hey, man.
Hey.
To
Beautiful.
those that has ears to hear, let them hear.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear that.
Yeah.
Dang.
I ain't hear that.
Yeah.
Come.
Dang. She confirmed it because she turned it on.
Yeah.
Right. She heard it.
That's me.
She heard it twice.
That's Father, you heard it. That's
But now, going back to the book of Ecclesiastes, I'm going to start at 14.
that was heavy.
Con.
I'm going to start at verse 14 because it goes into the second, like he was making mention earlier, right? So, Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse
Hey, yo,
14.
Salaki, why are you saying going to the city? Yo, we can't save our city, but Yahweh Shah was the one city. That's like that's his name. But his wisdom was despised amongst everybody in his time, except for the elect.
Right,
You know?
right, because they looked down on him. They was like, oh, this the carpenter's son. Oh, you just this, that, and the third.
You got the number 8, glory.
Now, look at that.
It's glory. Tell
Yeah.
Yahweh Shah.
Con.
Glory and
Yeah.
glory. Yahweh Shah.
It
Glory
says,
to the elect. Yahweh Shah. And
Yeah.
you got the green one. That's the
that's the garment that Yahweh showed.
Oh, that's Judas stone. Emerald, man. Walking on woods.
Right? So it says Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse number 14, it says, there was a little city and few men within it.
See that, yo? That's like us, yo. The Lord told you,
Yeah.
I didn't choose you because you were great in number.
Right.
I choose you because you were few.
Few of them.
I bet you that. Yo, that's the comment. Hey,
Con.
I wasn't even hearing you say
I'm sure.
Con.
No, hey, that's the spirit. It says, and there came a great king against it.
That's like Esau coming against us now. You know what
And
I'm saying? He's trying to come against us, trying to bring the wrath on us and all that, man. But you got the little man, the poor man. We're the underdog right now.
Wow.
You got all those inventions and everything that you got planned against us, man. All we have is faith, and that's all we need, man.
That's right.
You know?
You know? And when you
Fuck your
when you
technology.
tally up the number of 144,000 in comparison of what is it in America? 300 million,
Con.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. At
Because
least.
the majority is coming from Babylon. But check throughout the whole world,
Right.
that's what? 144,000 compared to 9 billion?
Right.
That's a speck. So we're considered as that little city, as the little guys, you know, the black sheep, the underdog,
Right.
right? But it says, and besiege it, and built great bulwarks against it. Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom,
That poor wise man.
Right.
Poor wise man.
Right.
Wisdom. What's the beginning of wisdom, man? The fear of the Lord.
the Lord,
We fear the Lord. That's how I know he was an Israelite. Why
Hey.
he speaks in codes, man?
Hey, but that's why I said wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. So this is the real wealth right here.
That's right.
It's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
That's right, bro.
Right? And if you fear the Lord, you're gonna do that which is pleasing in the sight of the Lord.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, even if you do make mistakes on the Lord's statutes and commandments, but He knows your heart because what your intentions towards the people. You know, these people, they know they have a lot of wisdom and understanding, but their heart is far from the Lord.
Yeah.
They say they pray, but they're not considering. They're doing that which is against the word. But a poor man, what the fuck does he have besides his words? Besides what he's telling you? You know, and he can get killed for that.
Yeah.
You
And
know what I'm saying?
and his actions too, because it ain't just about what you say out your mouth. It's about your actions. Because what Yahweh Shai say, you know, about the Pharisees. Hey, don't do what they do. If they come from scriptures, though, hey, yeah, listen to them, but don't do what they do.
Right,
So you
like-
don't want to be that either.
Like when he compared the wicked scribes and Pharisees.
Right.
You know,
That's
they
why
look good.
That's why Apostle Paul said too. He said, follow him like he's a follower of the Lord. Man.
Yeah.
Even in his absence. That's why. Even in his absence, he's supposed to do what's right.
Right.
You know?
That's what brother said, man.
Come. It says, yet, Salaki, I'm going to read 15 again. It says, now there was found in it poor wise men, and he, by his wisdom, delivered the city. Yet no man remembered that same poor man. Then said,
That nobody remembered that same poor man. Right? He done helped your ass.
how many people here remember Yahweh?
Exactly. They're not even remember. They call him Jesus. Other name. Look what he taught you, man. Look what he conquered, man. You forgot about it. Oh, he gonna remind your ass.
Look who he went to, Nazareth. You know? He went to the lowly. The lowliest of the lowly. Well, everybody want to be the holiest of the holies. You know? But it says, then said I, wisdom is better than slacking. Hold on. Yeah, verse 16. It says, then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard.
That's what,
The words of wise men are heard in quiet more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools. Man,
You better get it.
I'm gonna read that
Yeah.
again.
You got it in TNT.
Come,
You got it in TNT.
come. Man, I'm gonna read it slowly. It says, the words of wise men are heard in quiet. You know, when, you know-
It's like, yo, people always want to hear what you guys say.
Right.
Like you got dudes. That's why, yo, the Lord said, what he said, man, like people, they hear you. Oh, yo, y'all doing a good thing. They want to hear what you guys say secretly. They
Yeah.
might call you. You got dudes that you know in the world.
Yeah.
Call you once they know what you know, and they start seeing everything. Yo, brother, you doing a good thing. And this. And you tell them the truth. They ask you questions. They hear it quiet, but really they don't even practice it.
Nah.
They don't go out and tell nobody else, man. You know, they don't do what you do. So guess what? The Lord got something for them. Because you was afraid of the Lord. You was afraid of His words. That's why we out here ringing it like a fucking trumpet out here, man. You know, in front of everybody, letting everybody know what we stand for.
And you
This whole world, man.
was afraid of Esau Edom.
Exactly.
You was afraid of losing that job. You was afraid of
Right,
losing
right.
your woman.
Right.
That's what you feared.
They fear law enforcement.
Right.
They fear this, that, and the third.
Right.
Because they don't believe.
No.
Because they only believe in what's in front of them.
Right.
What they can touch, just tangible.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
know,
like
but they
carnality.
What the Lord's, what prophet said, they honor me with their lips, but their heart was
Far
far
from
from
it.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, because they could talk
Yeah.
like the pastors in these
Oh, man.
warehouses.
Huh.
But after that, their actions is their heart
But they
is far from them.
they thirst your words. These devils thirst your words because you're telling the truth.
Con.
And they know
Hey, and just like the people in Kennington is like this, You in that Christian whorehouse, then you
y'all
smoking
worse
worse than Fetty.
Yeah, y'all worse off.
You injected
right.
worse than Fetty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Because they may got a shot.
They shoot
At
him
the
up
end.
That Christian philosophy.
Right.
Drink.
Yeah.
They shoot him up that
Right. That's what the flesh eating. Yeah.
I was about to say they shooting up that spiritual drink.
Right.
That spiritual
Yeah.
drink.
You got the real Fetty inside you.
You know? So it says, and his words are not heard. Who's standing around us right now?
They hear it.
Yeah.
They hear it, but
They don't want to hear it.
they hear,
They
but they,
acting like they don't hear it.
what my
Yeah.
man said, you can hear it, but you're not listening.
Right.
There's a
It's like them
difference.
dickheads that said, "Oh, Silent Lake."
Right.
Fucking niggas. I'm tired of y'all.
That was a
Fucking
demon. though.
Ghost
That-
monster.
Yeah.
That's not ghost monster. What the fuck I call you?
It says, verse 17, the words of wise men are heard in quiet more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools. So you can have a fool say, cry about, in the musician industry or whatever, and he gets all this attention because he's known among the celebrities, among the fools. Just that, like that crowd, right? And you're like, oh, what's wrong? But we talking the truth.
Right.
Nobody's up. If you had Kanye West up here, this whole shit would have been filled.
Right.
You know? Or a white man with a suit.
Yeah.
Joel Osteen talking bullshit. You know? About your death. But you'll listen to that. You know? But we speaking life. Speak life. They don't want that. Why? Because we're in the midst of death. They made a covenant with death, as King David said. You know? So it says, wisdom, verse 18, wisdom is better than weapons of war. But one sinner destroys much good. Yo, because if you're a sinner, yo, that's why Yahweh Shah said, y'all full of dead man's bones. Nate, you got a lot of blood on your hands.
Yo, that's crazy. You said they full of dead man's bones, and that's what they over there smoking in Sierra Leone.
Jeez.
Dead man's bones.
Dang.
And it turns into dead men. They really be like this. I'm watching this shit like, yo, god damn. These people didn't think they fucked up, man. All Israelites, man.
All right. Hey, that's why it says weapons are warfare in our carnal
That's
either.
right. That's right, bro.
Right? But we got to break down them strongholds.
That's right, man. That's right. This fucking place is toast, man. And the words of that's why I talk about the prophets, man. The Lord put in front of you prophets. They come out there, like, I'm telling you, the real into the secret things. When you bite, they got you. Your name, Daoud. All right.
Have you heard of the Israelites, young man? The Israelites. Look it up. Go on YouTube. Get off of that TikTok. Go on YouTube and look up who the Israelites are.
My mom been looking at TikTok. He said that's my brain.
So that's my story, bro.
Good.
That's wild. Because I know, like, from your thing, what you're telling me, when I talk to a lot of Muslims, they have like the same type of beliefs, but the difference is they don't believe in the same God. They say Allah, when they say Allah, right? Allah just means God, bro. But God has a name.
How old are you, young man? 14? All right.
Man, so you're a man,
Yeah,
bro.
look up the Israelites.
You're a man. You're a man right now. You make all this is very I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Trust the Lord.
It was coming in and out. It was coming in and out.
All right, well, you know you are, right? Come on, brother. Come on, now you got us. Hey,
Yeah.
brother, you gotta share that, man. Yeah. All on y'all, bless you.
Man, all on y'all.
Yo, you saw how much this happened this time?
That's spiritual, man.
Forgive me.
Bro, when the brother did. And then
14-year-old too. 14.
Yo, Brother, yo, call on y'all by Shemel.
Oh,
That's crazy.
God.
Matter of fact, it's not crazy. But there's so much on my mind right now, and that was spiritual. That was definitely spiritual. And no, at the same time, this young man, when he comes past, y'all Israelites, and I thought he was trying to
Players, yeah.
And I was like, hold on, we talking to him, the younger man. So that's when he came in. He's like, oh, nah, my mom. That's the same thing he was saying about his mom was telling him about being a Muslim. His mom telling him about being an Israelite, man.
Yeah. No, his dad was talking about
No, his mom said about being Muslim.
TikTok. The TikTok was his mom.
You're right.
Dad was the Muslim.
Slap. You're right.
But the TikTok was his mom telling him not to be looking at that.
Exactly.
His mom was telling him, "You an Israelite."
Come on now.
So,
yo,
hey,
Lord just
hey.
Yo, brother.
Yo,
the spirit is out because we're not going to be out here too much longer, man.
Right.
And the spirit is showing. And usually them little niggas, they be acting crazy.
Right. He was like this.
Yeah. He said, "Can I get on your video?"
Right.
I'm like, "No," because at first, you know how they play.
Yeah.
So now, but he humbled down.
Yeah, he did.
He was humble all
He
the
did.
time.
Yeah, he did.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Like this man, listen. The Lord is gathering, man.
Yeah.
He's gathering to his barn.
Yeah.
He's gathering to his barn. The ones that believe, you still got people out here. The ones. Matter of fact, brother, can you grab the scripture for the man inside? With the man on the cross, Brother Kashan.
When Yahushua was crucified.
Yeah.
That's because I want to get some substance on that, so we're gonna go. And let's go into that story real fast. Let's see if we go fast. Very well.
Yeah, that's the spirit. That's the spirit, because scriptures speak about a great gathering. That's coming real soon. And it's going to be the ones that you least expect. Because the Lord deals with children as well.
Wow.
He spoke to children. Yahushua. He sat with them, And it's not always the ones that society thinks of. The greatest speakers, the greatest pastors, the greatest church.
Right.
Church. The greatest whatever. Because what's great here is not great in the heavens. Why? Because what? Because he mentioned Jehovah, but the brother had to correct him on the true name. Whether he believes it or not, it's still the spirit that's out there. They had to learn it. It has to be said for them to receive it. The words has to be declared. And the Lord uses the ones that you least expect to bring these words. Matter of fact, what's that scripture where it says, I believe that's in Sirach 11, the one that was least expected had won the crown. The one that was least expected.
You got that part? Because listen, the reason why I want to bring this up, right? When Yahushua was when he was actually being crucified, right? Which we represent. Well, we're crucified with him, right?
Yep.
So right now we're on the cross. We're being crucified now because we died to our old man. So the people that believe on what we're saying now it's your last chance. This is your last chance to get it, man. Once the men of the Lord is off the streets, there's no more mercy. There's no more wisdom going to be brought to this place. There's just going to be judgment, destruction. All right?
I got it.
Got it.
God. Book of
27:32.
the book of St. Matthew, chapter 27, verse. You said 32. I got 38.
So 32.
All right. There's the book of Matthew, chapter 27, verse 32. And it reads, and as they came out, they found a man of Cyrene, Simon by name. Him they compelled to bear his cross.
Yo, see that? We're bearing the Lord's cross. Right? You got to bear your own cross. So Yahweh Shah basically took everything on his back, and Simon and Cyrene hopped in there to help him, which represents us, man.
Yep.
He hopped in there to help the Lord. By what? Speaking his words. Talking the same thing that he told us. And this man physically helped him, so you don't think that he has a place in the kingdom, man? To bear the cross, he bared that cross. You don't think he was a part of the elect, or he could be a part of the 1/3, but he's going to make it. And his seed, because he could have denied it. No, I ain't helping. But the Spirit was put on him to help. So he bared the Lord's cross. That's a representation of you bearing the Lord's cross, man. On top, bear your own cross.
Right.
Right.
You know, and it's great. It's happy because what? That was at the end of his own ministry. You know, that was at the end before he was crucified. And boom, by that action, his you know, he received from that. You know, because I had to take a lot of faith too to believe in that.
We coming to the end of our ministry.
You know,
Whether you believe it or not, we're coming to the end of our ministry. Because all hell's about to break loose, they're about to take us off these highways and hedges. Esau's about to roll on us.
it says, and when they
Whoever
were,
you may find.
it says, verse 33, and when they were come unto a place called Golgotha, that is to say, a place of a skull.
See that's death. Place of the skull. Where do you think the dudes get the skull and bones from? Skull and bones, Harvard College, skull and bones. Got that from that. Because everything about that place, they want to represent the death of the Lord. That's the Roman Catholics, man. Right?
I don't think that's the account.
Ah.
That's not going to give you the account of the conversation.
Yeah, come.
That
Of
was
the right hand, that man that died on the cross of Yahweh Shah.
yeah, that's not going.
This is going into Simon.
Oh, no.
Luke's got it. Luke's got what was said.
Come.
He was the thief.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
Matthew one doesn't have what he
This
says.
was going into Simon, right?
Yeah,
Bring that out, bro.
All
Because that's
Also,
Yeah.
that's what.
Yeah, that's
what
the
we was
account.
talking about with the young boy.
yeah,
When he
And
believed
we don't
in
know, and we
his
don't
faith.
know who the young boy is
right.
because we had that account with him,
Yeah,
and he said, "I'm an Israelite." No,
Right.
yeah, come, brother.
it's the book of Luke, chapter 23, verse 32. And there were also 2 other malefactors led with him
Matter of
to be
fact,
put to death.
Can you start up a couple verses before that, brother?
Khan,
Just to give him a little,
Khan.
you know what's going on.
It says, and as they led him away, they laid hold upon one Simon, a Cyrenian,
That's what he was talking about.
yeah,
Right.
coming out of the country, and on him they laid the cross that he might bear it after Yahushua. And there followed him a great company of people and of women, which also bewailed and lamented him.
Because Yahweh Shah, this is the point where Yahweh Shah is about to put to death. But even with that, they still believed him. They was crying and all that, he's going to this, that. But now you see, like, the people now, they can be doing that, right?
Khan.
But the point is that man
That was
that
in the
was
same-
on that cross because he saw all this. And he still believed on Yahweh Shah.
That was actually in the same chapter, actually.
It's just
Yeah.
more
It's just on
substance,
verse
but he's
38.
just- Nah, he's just going back to
We started. Khan, you go to all right, Khan, yeah. All right.
But
You
Yahushua,
see where it says Simon.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Luke was more into detail.
yeah,
The prophet Luke.
But it still led to the same
Brother,
Khan.
this is great.
Khan.
it says, but Yahushua turning unto them said, daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children.
And see that he still was on the
Yeah.
mission. Weep for you and your children.
Right.
Don't weep for me. Because he knew where he was going. He was going to continue the mission, complete it. And yo, this is before 78. You know? Because look what happened after Yahushua, you know, he went and then he go into he warned his prophets, the disciples, who came to the apostles, and they went on doing the warning all the way up to 78 when they had to get a problem. So Yahushua already knew. But he had to go down there and he had to go do what he had to do first and foremost. The same way we tell you, don't worry about us. Don't cry about us. What y'all think gonna happen to us or whatever happens to us. Y'all better be more concerned about your own selves.
Right.
What's coming down the pipeline. Because we're doing what the Lord told us to do. And we pray to be delivered in those hopes. You gotta have that mindset. So y'all coming up here doing, man, listen. Y'all, when it does happen, if y'all really, oh, them brothers, this, that. Now you should think about yourself and what we was telling you, man. That's what you better think about. Got it, bro.
For behold, the days are coming in which they shall say, blessed are the barren, and the wombs that never bear,
See that?
and the paps which never gave suck.
See that? Look now with all these children being born. Because guess what? Then this one in 70 AD. Did not Yahushua told you? No, it said woe to them that give suck in those days.
Yeah.
Yahushua told you that. Now he's saying, yo, blessed is the barren womb in these times, because like you ain't gonna have to eat your children. You ain't gonna have to go through that type of trauma, man. That's what's coming. These women having children, I'll be looking, I'm like, God damn, they don't even dig it, man. Unless you have a child by a righteous man and the Lord has the hedge on him to deliver them in the household. Other than that, you having a child by a 2/3 nigga, you in for woe, man. Heavy woe. Everything is coming out of this pipeline and everything that they trying to hit the children with now. Blessed is the barren womb. And Yahushua was saying this on the way to the death, man. He was faithful all the way to death, man. God, bro.
It says, then shall they begin to say to the mountains, fall on us, and to the hills, cover us. For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in the dry? And there were also 2 other malefactors led with him to be put to death.
Damn. See that? Yo, this is Yahushua's last stance on this side. In the flesh. He was going to get the flesh up.
It says, and when they were come to the place which is called Calvary, there they crucified him, and the malefactors, one on his right hand and the other on the left. Then said Yahushua, Yahweh, forgive them, for they know not what they do.
And even in death, he said, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And he was talking about the members of the elect or something. Because they didn't, just like, what's his name? Apostle Paul. He was a member of the elect, and he was acting crazy. He didn't know that he was a member of the elect, but his zeal, that's what the Lord was really looking at. But the Lord created that spirit within him. And look how deep he got. Yahushua himself came to speak to that man. And he said, Paul, why hast thou persecuted me? Who are you? I'm the one that you persecuted. I'm Yahushua. Who you going so hard against? And blinded him and sent him to the top dog, Peter. Malak the Wad, that's with him in the spirit. Him in the reincarnation. And he gave him his sight back. You know? The right sight. The insight of the word, man. You know? And that's why Apostle Paul went so hard, because he knew the mistakes and the wrong that he was persecuted, man. You know? You got it, bro.
And the people stood beholding, and the rulers also with them derided him, saying, if he saved others, let him save himself.
Yeah, and yo, even to his death, he was being ridiculed.
Right, mocked and scoffed at. Yeah.
Is that, and yo, a prophet, then they gonna say the same thing, man.
Right.
But yo, because they said if he saved others, why he can't save himself? Yeah. And that's why Yahushua said, no man takes my life. They didn't even dig that.
Right.
But that man on the right-hand side did. Because those niggas, and the nigga on the left-hand side said that bullshit.
Right.
Cause he was the type of nigga when you know you got niggas, I be watching the shows, when a dude do a crime, he get locked up, now you want to escape. Nigga, you got to do your time.
Right.
Take it like a man. He ain't trying to run and hide. You always get caught up. Yahweh Shah took it like a man.
Wow.
And he ain't even do nothing wrong. So now he ain't do nothing wrong. So what they do, they try to change the laws and make it seem like he did something wrong. The same thing they doing right now, man.
Right.
They trying to change laws to make it seem like we're saying something and doing something wrong.
Right.
And we ain't doing nothing wrong, man.
We're telling the truth.
Exactly.
We're speaking the truth. That's what we're doing. We're speaking the truth.
That's why Chuck D said for Public Enemy, he said, I'm charged for a crime that I can't find. And that's what you're going to do to the Lord and the men. The men of the Lord, man. You're going to charge us with a crime that we can't find. It's not in your books. This is something new.
Yeah.
And that's what they're in the White House and all that. They're doing that right now. Writing the new laws. Grievousness.
Yeah.
They'll oppress us even more, man. That's why Yahweh Shah got to come back.
Right.
See what they're doing with the whole AI technology. Make us look like,
Right.
they're like the enemies of the state.
Yeah.
Which we are the enemies of the state.
Yeah.
Because we're the enemies of this state, because we're preaching truth against a state that preaches lies, that brings lies. So
They publicize lies everywhere. On the TV, in the papers, in the magazine, everywhere. In the schools. Nothing but publicized lies.
Make it public. You know? They want to make us public, like, yo, we're public enemy number one.
Right. Right. It says, if he be Hamashiach, the chosen of Yahweh, and the soldiers also mocked him, coming to him and offering him vinegar.
Come on, now they said if he be Hamashiach. So that means you didn't believe on him.
Right.
It wasn't free to believe. You know? If he be this. So now you're trying to test him. You want to take him off his square, take him out of his character, but you can't do that to him, man.
Right.
If he be this. And yo, that's the same thing what happened when he got taken up on the mountain. The Romans did say, well, if you be the Son of Man, why don't you turn this stone into bread? Yeah, I was shot flipping on you. But now you're being put to death and you still mocking and scoffing at him?
Right.
Niggas is crazy. But he knew that he had to do that.
Right.
He couldn't jump off that cross because that's what they want. They want to get a reaction out of it.
Yeah,
They ain't get that under
tempting the
Yahweh
Lord.
Shah, man. Yeah, they ain't get that under Yahweh Shah. Why? Because Yahweh Shah knew his mission. That's why I asked that cop that if you got a mission to accomplish, you going to do it. He said, yup. So same thing with us, man.
Huh.
No matter which side we follow, you got to complete your mission. You know? But a lot of these niggas, they going to start snitching, ratting, all them niggas, oh, yo, yeah, because you was a bitch-ass nigga, man. At the end of the day. The men of the Lord ain't no fucking rats. Yahweh Shah kept his mouth shut because he didn't do nothing wrong but tell the truth. Fuck out of here. That's why that nigga, that thief, and the other dude on the right hand side, he said, man, we accused him what we did.
Right.
He accepted it.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, man. Niggas do all the wicked shit, then when the judgment comes, you can't accept it, so you want him out, man. Fuck out of here, man. Niggas is guilty, and you can't even repent for being guilty.
that's in the feminine
That's why the
spirit.
Lord going fuck you niggas up.
That's in the feminine spirit, like the nigga woman. They always wanna, you tell them something and they wanna flip it on you.
Right.
Like, bitch, you know you was wrong. I'm telling you was wrong, but you wanna flip it on me.
That's that
Like,
emotional
these niggas,
side.
they always wanna flip shit.
Yeah.
You got a feminine ass spirit.
Yeah.
That's right. Yahweh Shah was what austere man.
Right.
Is
Right.
stern. That's how you gotta be 10 toes down. These niggas be 10 toes down for bullshit. That's why your toes is gonna be wiped off your fucking feet.
Hey, and they think they got to react to everything.
That's
Like
right.
you were saying, bro. The Lord didn't react to what that
Exactly.
Satan demon was
That's why
asking him
that
to
nigga
do.
when he said what he said.
Yeah. He ain't reacting to that.
They reacted to him, though.
Right.
They was all Yahweh Shah. What are you here for? No, he's like, man, I'm doing it.
Right.
You know? What I'm supposed to do. Yeah, it's your time still.
Yeah.
But
This-
Lisa,
Yeah. It says, and saying, if thou be the king of the Jews, save thyself.
Damn, that's crazy.
And a
that's
super-
the man on the left hand side saying that shit. Representing that he's on the left hand side.
These are the soldiers now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's
Oh, the
right.
soldier, yeah, but
Yeah.
they still on the left hand side. And then, and yo, that's the same thing that no, that's
Yeah.
slide.
But it says, and the soldiers also mocked him, coming to him and offering him vinegar, and saying, if thou be the king of the Jews, save thyself. And a superscription also was written over him.
What does his name mean? He is the deliverer.
Yeah.
He brings salvation to his people, so they wanted him to save himself.
Right.
So if he would have did that, then where we would be at.
All right.
Right.
So that was him trying to take him off his spirit.
Right.
Because he knew what he had to do, take him off
Exactly.
his mission. Even to, because they seen, and yo, that's what they want to try to do to you now when they got these concentration camps. They got
Right.
all these things lined up. They want you to denounce Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Right.
That's why they got their chips set up. So you'll be like, oh man, they gonna fuck you up. son.
And guillotines set
Yeah,
up
yup,
too.
they got all that. It's already there.
Yep.
And that's the instrument. That's why the Lord said, be faithful until
Death.
death. Even the prophet Ezra saw, he said, who were it's like it. John the Revelator. He said the heads that was beheaded, man. He saw them being crowned. Why? Because what? They stood so stiffly for the word, man.
All right.
This ain't just talk, man. This is real life. We ain't out here. You'll see, man.
Yeah.
You'll see.
And that just showed
Fuck
that
out.
Yahweh Shai depended on Yahweh.
All right.
Just like we can't save ourselves.
Yo, don't record us, man.
You know?
Don't record us, bro. This ain't entertainment, man. This ain't entertainment.
It says,
And that's some slick shit right there, bro. You should have asked. That's crazy. And whatever you heard, whatever you recorded, I hope they get the message. It was for them to get it. It was
Right.
for them to get it, brother. It was for them to get it. And I hope you heard every word that was said on your video. Every word.
yeah.
Yup.
Shalak Rayam,
It's a
nigga.
lot right now. It says, and a superscription also was written over him in letters of Greek and Latin and Hebrew. This is the King of the Jews.
Right? See that? So they were saying. So now, when they always said, Are you him? Are you him? Are you him? He said, thou sayest. And guess what? Their tongue is going to fall in them up because they said, yeah, this is the king. This is who we have. This is who we have. So they knew it.
Ah,
So they're trying to make a mockery, but they knew who they had, man, through the spirit.
ah.
Now that's like, yo, we got the king. Look at him. He's nobody. He's weak. We got him beaten up. Herod's the king. Fuck out of here, man. Nigga, and your kingdom fell, man.
Ah.
Just like this one gonna fall too.
Yup. That's right.
Right. It says, and one of the malefactors which were hanged railed on him, saying, if thou be Hamashiach, save thyself and us.
Man, so they wanted to be saved.
Yeah. Just himself. Yeah. It wasn't just, yeah.
So that's like them niggas Genesis talking about, oh yeah, Gentiles can live.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted. They was at, no, save us too. Yeah, man, fuck out of here. You saved.
And he was just worried about himself.
Exactly.
He was just worried about-
And that's what the Edomites think right now.
Right. It says, for the other answering rebuked him, saying,
See?
dost not thou fear Yahweh Bashim Hawashai,
Come on
seeing
now.
thou art in the same condemnation?
The
No.
same condemnation.
He says,
He said
and
we're going through it. So now that tells you right there, Yahweh Shai, he gets down with his men.
That's right.
He put himself in the same predicament.
God,
He went through everything that we have to go through so you can conquer it. So he made himself the example for us, man.
Right.
it
I
says,
don't care.
yeah,
Because does not the scripture say a servant is not greater than
his master, God. But he says, and we indeed justly, for we receive the due reward
See
of
that?
our deeds.
So that's
But this man hath done nothing amiss.
he repented. He repented. He was sorrowful for what he did. Right there. That's why Yahweh Shai was put on the cross to be right next to that man. That man was there for a reason.
God,
The Lord put him there precisely
God.
for that exact moment, which that represents the elect repenting. They're the same condition. He went through it all the way to the death for that man. And what Yahweh Shai told him,
He said unto Yahushua, Remember me when thou comest into thy kingdom.
That's what we telling the Lord now. Remember us, man.
God,
Remember us.
God.
We know we messed up. We know we made mistakes. We know all that. That's what that man was telling Yahushua, man.
And Yahushua said to him, verily I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise.
Man. Come on, man. We can go out to class that, man. That's what we want. Because that man, even in his death, he knew he deserved it.
Right.
He deserved that punishment. He said it.
Time.
He said, just remember me.
Time.
Remember me. However you feel like remember me. Remember.
Hey, Yahushua said, hey, you're going to be with me in paradise. And that's what we want. Get the hell up out of here. This book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in his right hand or in his forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the number of his name, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
That's it. Once you get that, it's over.
Oh,
You're going to be being led. Yo, man, just like that, those men that was on that cross, that one man, the righteous one, being led, same thing. Nothing new under the sun. It's that new world order. Yahushua really came to tell you about the new world order, which is his kingdom. He's telling you the same thing. But he prophesied about this days that we're in right now. The Lord is going to bring that new world order. And that's the kingdom of heaven. But the men are already here. He puts you in front of his face. There's prophets, and you despise them. You mock at them. You go to these goddamn churches, and these churches don't know shit. You can go to church your whole life and don't know nothing. All they do is quote scriptures that they know nothing about.
and sing and dance.
Exactly. It's a fucking whorehouse.
Day club.
The pastor fucking all the women in there. Fuck out of here, man. Got a judgment for that. Got it, bro. About to hit up out of there.
God, this is the book of Revelation. Right. Revelation, chapter 14, verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the same, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, and the faith, and the face of Yahushua.
Basically, Lord's willing to try to find. We almost out of here. We don't know how much longer we're going to be out of here, but I know it's close. The days are evil, and they're going to keep growing. So until next week, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostle, elders, and bishops, great Muslim, Shalom to your left. So next week, Mawafa Baba Ball,
Wafa Baba. Come here, Shah.
Shalom.
Fine.